Hey guys, I know I said in the last video we weren't going to do some VHS tapes, but I wanted to get a few of them out there that I already know and everything. So it's not going to be in alphabetical order, but it's going to be in a just sort of all over the place order. I'll put them in alphabetical once they're all up, whenever that is. But for today, I'm going to go look at everyone's favorite, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is a movie directed by Steven Spielberg, released in 1993, and it follows the story of these paleontologists who are contacted by Dr. Hammond, who's making a theme park where dinosaurs are the main attraction. And not just like animatronic dinosaurs, living, breathing dinosaurs. They've brought them back, and they're testing out the park and looking for investors. And spoilers if you haven't seen it, things go wrong, obviously, and they have to escape the park, and that's our movie. What can you really say about Jurassic Park? It's one of the most well-known, memorable It's one of the most memorable, well-known action movies out there. When it came out, it was a huge hit. It's still a huge hit. It's a huge market. They came out with 2 Jurassic Park sequels, and then now they've done the Jurassic World series, which is sort of, if I remember correctly, because I can't remember the chronology correctly, but I believe it takes place directly after Jurassic Park 1. Not directly after, but after the events of Jurassic Park 1, so like The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 do not count as canon. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. The characters are a lot of fun. You've got Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, Samuel L. Jackson, Wayne Knight. Just a great cast of characters. Laura Dern, and they're all wonderful. They're all you love them all. You want to see them all succeed, except the lawyer. But you're not. The lawyer is meant to be like the lawyer, because in the '90s there's that whole lawyer stigma. I mean, there still is, but it was more of a brute joke back then. But anyway, the pacing of this movie is very well done. The effects are done by Stan Winston and are fantastic. They won awards for that, because it is not only it's not only animatronics, it is also a blend of CGI, but they use it sparingly to sort of make it timeless, which I think is great. It's a perfect blend of CGI and practical, which I feel like a lot of people still don't know how to do, but that's that's why we keep making films, so we can learn more as we go. This is a movie I watched countless times as a kid. I mean, who didn't? I mean, like, look, I'm wearing the Indoraptor shirt from the new one. I love most of these movies. I mean, I wasn't too big a fan of Jurassic World, but I did love Fallen Kingdom, because it was just ridiculous, dumb dinosaur movie, and that's what I wanted out of it. But anyway, let's talk about my tape real quick. My tape isn't in the best condition. It is worn, beaten, and battered, but this is the tape that everyone knows. Much like with the Batman cassette, this is one of the most iconic cassette tapes of all time. This is one of the most iconic covers ever. It's awesome. This is just such a great tape. I love the look of this. It's sharp. It's to the point. What is it? Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs in a park. It's great. The tape itself is in pretty decent condition. I've watched this a few times. I obviously did not rewind it after I did, so that's fun. Be kind, rewind me. Jeez. Back of it has some stuff. They've got little things, but much like the movie, the dinosaurs aren't very present. It's more on the... it's more about the concept of it, if anything. But, I mean, that's typical of Michael Crichton, who did write this. And interesting thing about this, the book hadn't come out yet, and they'd signed away the movie rights. Much like what happened with Christine, with John Carpenter, where the movie and the book were being made simultaneously, and the book came out in April, and then Christine came out in, later that same year. So, it's interesting in that regard, and if you've seen Michael Crichton films beforehand, or if you even know the basis of Westworld, which I will talk about later on, You can totally see where he goes from this. This is just like the same thing but dinosaurs, and I know the book goes more into like the genetics of it and everything and how things would work, the morality of it, which is very interesting. And the movie does touch on that slightly with some of the dialogue from Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, but overall, it's more of an action movie. It's more of an action thriller with dinosaurs, which is fantastic, and it really succeeds in that regard. Um, I know this was released recently back in the theaters, but I didn't catch it. I really wish I had, because everyone that went and saw it said it was great. Most of these, I think, with the exception of 1 and 2, obviously, I didn't see in the theater, but I saw. I believe I saw Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, and then Fallen Kingdom in the theater, obviously. Because Fallen Kingdom came out, like, this year, so of course I saw that in the theater. But I I like Jurassic Park. I like Jurassic Park a lot. It's a fun movie. I like to watch it when it's raining because it's raining in the park. And actually, fun fact about that: the the reason it's raining is because when they shot all the outdoor shots, thankfully, when they were shooting on location, it rained the whole time. So with those outdoor establishing shots, they could talk about the storm while they're doing the interior and soundstage stuff, which is so lucky for Steven Spielberg. But another interesting thing about this movie is the same year this came out, later on came Schindler's List, which is a hard hitting biographical historical feature about the Holocaust. And I think this truly proves the duality of Steven Spielberg, where he can release a dinosaur movie, Schindler's List, and then work on Animaniacs all in the same year. And they're and all three of them are tonally different from each other. And it's very interesting. I definitely recommend checking this out. I don't know if people haven't seen it yet. I don't know how, but definitely go see it. Definitely recommend it. It's a fun watch. The animatronics are great. The CGI is great. Some of my favorite scenes are, of course, when the T-Rex shows up for the first time. Must go faster. Quote some lines from this all the time. John, when Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists. It's a load of fun. It's so much fun. It's just a blast. So definitely recommend this movie. Check it out if you haven't. I'd probably rate this like a 9.8 out of 10 because I don't think it's like perfect, but it is definitely good at what it's trying to do. But I think I take a few points off because the beginning is just like exposition overload. But I love the cinematography in it, especially with where it's like they're trying to get him to shoot the raptor in there. That's always a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely check this movie out, and I'll see you guys for the next review.